Hello YouTube, it's Avialence here again, and I am now in the end-ish of Act 3, and we are in Arreat Crater, trying to get Asmodan off this world. So it has definitely gotten crazier, much crazier as far as everything going on goes. Damage is through the roof, and I'm happy I have my new fancy build to help me with that. And I also have my mage buddy here, Maximus, and we're just plowing through this right now. It's definitely quite the challenge, though. It gets a lot harder the more you keep going. It's nuts.
Mountain of lust. I have need of your ample services. Drag yourself out of whatever corner of burning hell you lounge in.
So it's nice to have someone at range helping me take out some people for once. And we're kind of going into Arreat Crater here. Basically what's happened is the third primeval, the last one to be vanquished into the Black Soulstone, Asmodan, has actually surfaced in Arreat Crater and is using the crater to bring up his minions of hell to attack the last hold of mankind that can really kind of defend against him. So we're going through here trying to find the Tower of the Damned, where he has these hearts, and these hearts are apparently the things that power his whole army, his whole escapade. So we're going through here. Now I am using a new build that I worked to perfect over a while. It is called the Vampire build, and it's all about survival. The Barbarian is very weak when surrounded by enemies, and I tried to take that weakness and turn it into a strength, and as you can tell, it's definitely working. The Barbarian is not only able to hold a ton of enemies together, but able to withstand and sustain all this other damage that normally the Barbarian would not be able to take. This is because I've taken every sort of, why I call it the Vampire build, is I've really taken every sort of healing utility the Barbarian has so far, up until level 31, and turned it into something to counter damage. So you'll see my health pool drop dangerously low a few times, but that's all part of the game. It's a risky build to play, but it works so well.
Need more time.
Now I have a few oh shit buttons, really. My ignore pain is one of them, and it's definitely helpful in some of those oh shit scenarios. Don't get me wrong on that one. But really the healing does come from Ren, and Ren is very helpful when you have massive groups of enemies around you. Now when you have massive groups of enemies around you, you have tons of damage you take, right? So that's where this kind of whole build gets its craziness from, so to speak. You're going to be having so many enemies around you, and normally that's the Barbarian's weakness, is being surrounded by enemies constantly. However, I took that, and using the Rend healing ability, you can actually counter that that negation, and it's actually very, very helpful. So you'll see me doing it a ton in here. It does work. Now, why Frenzy? I've tried. I'm a big Cleave fan myself, but Frenzy heals you every time you take you kill somebody, and it also speeds up your attack. So it's going to be more clicking. It's going to give you plenty of carpal tunnel, but it definitely pays off with that healing bonus that I mentioned. Basically, you just want to take every healing utility you can, even if you don't feel like you really need it, because you're never sure, right? You want to be able to counter almost all damage. And especially in some of those boss fights, most of these healing utilities actually won't work. With the boss fight, for example, if the boss doesn't spawn extra mobs for you to use to heal yourself with Frenzy, then Frenzy is kind of useless because it's not going to heal you. And there's really nothing you can do to counteract that. So there's still a couple errors with the build, as always. There's always going to be. And I'm still trying to figure everything out with it. Stupid worm. Hate those stupid ass worms. Alright. So we're still looking for the Tower of the Damned, and I don't think we're going to find it here. No. Oh, maybe. Let's see. This realm of hell is definitely a little different. Ooh, resplendent chest. I'll take it. Oh, hello.
Is it riches you desire? Riches there are here.
Mistress of Pain.
I can see.
If you guys are veteran Diablo players, I'm sure you're excited to see her. She's the Mistress of Pain from the previous Diablo games, and she's kind of awesome. There's actually someone who cosplayed her at BlizzCon, and she did a fantastic job. It was scary how realistic it looked, but very well done. Very, very well done. I was impressed. Anyway. Let's see. It looks like we gotta go north here, so I'm gonna wait for Maximus to catch up to me. And I did manage to get my hands on some pretty epic swords here. I have the Infernal Breaker, and then I also have the, it's just a Keen Sunder, rare sword. Holy and fire damage, plus self-healing. Like, I could not ask for anything more. It's so nice to have these swords. They really up your damage, making gear a big part of the difference. Oh, we got another fancy flame turret. And a boss. That is going to be fairly easy to kill with my awesome vampire build. Woo! Dead. Socketing blade of striking. God, it's like Frogger all over again. Come here, fatty. So you can tell the dungeon crawls actually get much longer. Yeah, much longer. This is level 1, and we're just there's so much shit going on, we don't even know. Frickin' demon scorpions, stand back while I face roll you. Oh my god. Absolutely ridiculous how many of them there are. And apparently we have a Hellbringer demon turret. You know, Hell's got all the good stuff. I want some demon turrets. Ridiculous.
Not ready yet.
I do not know what that is, but I want it. But I want it. I have a feeling that I should probably, you know, kill all of these things. So, you know, there's not a summon that goes down out here. While I keep everything off my friendly neighborhood mage. You're probably getting some frames per second lag here. Me as well. We just killed so much shit. And that's where this build, this new build I have comes in handy. I mean, I didn't even take a sweat with that. It was not a problem.
I can't pick up anything else.
And it's so amazing to be able to have these things. Really makes my my day a lot easier. Like I said though, it does get risky at times in this build. I've had times where my health's dropped to like 5% and I'm like, no!
Need more time.
You shall not kill me. But sometimes they get me. Since I've swapped this build, I actually have not died once, which is kind of nice. Its kind is creation's greatest sin. Your time is done. Bitch, please, I'm killing all your friends. I think he's just pissed because his shit's getting wrecked right now. And there's absolutely nothing he can do about it. Because my vampire build is so awesome. Send more scorpions. I dare you. Let's go. Come on, keep them coming. That's all you got, dude? Like, we're pretty close to hell right now. And this guy's just, he's not amping it up to 12 instead of 10. I have a feeling I'm going to regret saying that here in a little while, but, you know, who cares? Who cares? Bring it. Tower of the Damned. Alrighty. Stay tuned for the Tower of the Damned video to see me continue this dungeon. Thank you for watching, everybody, and we'll talk to you here in a minute. Have a good one.